Hey guys, what is up? Sleeping Knight 77, aka Kyle, and welcome to my trick room. This week is my week 5 team builder against Kelly, aka UnderTheRadar, and the Miami Torterrapins. Now, Kelly has a very scary team, a very scary sand team. He has Excadrill, Gigalith to set up the sand. He's got Thunderous, a lot of very scary mons. He's got Cough Egregious, which scares me to no end. Snorlax, and a Helego. So he's got a very scary team, and I don't feel like I have a very good matchup against him. But we're just gonna go in with what we have here right here. I did also want to mention that we have made our final transaction with the acquisition of Ferrothorn. Ferroseed. Our we had double grass types, which I didn't really like too much. I didn't really feel like I needed a Leech Seeder, or two Leech Seeders, and Gourgeist hadn't been to any matches yet. So I dropped Gourgeist for one Ghost type, and I added Spiritomb. Now, what Spiritomb does is brings a little bit more special bulk and defensive bulk to the team. It does add another dark type, but it does only have the one fairy weakness, which we can of course resist with Ferroseed, amongst a few others, I believe. So I just kind of wanted to add a little bit more bulk, I believe, to the team. It can set up Calm Minds. It can Willow, so it does have that status pressure that Gourgeist didn't really have. I do have fire type coverage in Arcanine, of course, so I didn't really need it on Gourgeist either, although it did come as a surprise. It does come as a surprise sometimes, but I did want to, didn't feel like Gourgeist didn't really have a place on the team anymore, so I lose one Trick Rumor. I lose another Trick Rumor, so my only two Trick Rumors left are Necrozma and Aromatisse, should I decide to go that route. But all in all, I believe that Spiritomb adds a lot to the team, and it also added a lot to this matchup, because what Spiritomb can do is it pretty much, with its bulk, it can counter both Cough Egregious and Snorlax very well, which are kind of his two walls. So I did want to pick up that, not just for this matchup, but because I feel like Spiritomb is going to be a very good Pokemon down the line. So without any further ado, we're just going to hop right into my team for this week. Up first on the block we have the Buggles, aka Mega Heracross. Now, Mega Heracross missed its first Rock Blast last week, so we're not bringing Rock Blast this week. We're not bringing any Skill Link moves this week, actually. We are going 196 EVs Adamant, because what that does is at +2 on the substitute, we can substitute on stuff like possibly Sceptile if it's at -2. We can substitute on Cough Egregious for Will-O-Wisp. So we're going to set up a sub. We can set up a Sword Dance, Close Combat, and Knock Off, destroy his whole team. So even at +2, Knock Off takes out Cough Egregious. Obviously, Close Combat takes out Snorlax, and those are his two main threats that I really wanted to control. So substitute, Swords Dance, Close Combat, Knock Off. The defense bulk is kind of just to take a hit from Snorlax, and special defense bulk is just a little bit, just because I wanted to kind of take a little bit better hit from Sceptile if possible, or Cough Egregious if possible. So the 4 in speed was just an extra 4 EVs that I didn't want to waste, and the 163, the 16 HP gives us 163, which of course gives us an odd number in case he wants to set up Stealth Rocks. Now, moving on to Spiritomb, aka Lord. It's leftovers, very defensive. Got the plus, it is calm, so it does have the plus special defense nature, which hopefully will help it. because I do have Calm Mind. I got Foul Play for the Snorlax, Dark Pulse for the Cough Egregious, and Will-O-Wisp in case any physical attacker wants to come in on it. And it should be able to easily eat up a hit from a defensive Pokemon and fire off a Will-O-Wisp to weaken it severely. So it is a 252-4, but all in all, I kind of felt like I needed to do that just to kind of neutralize Snorlax a little bit, because Snorlax can be very scary. If Cough Egregious does start setting up on me, then that can be very scary as well, but again, I do have Calm Mind, so it is going to, if he decides to set up, we can kind of neutralize setups right there. So it's definitely an interesting set. I don't think too many people run defensive just because it does get Will-O-Wisp, but it is going to help me a little bit more with Snorlax and Cough Egregious. Moving on, we have Staraptor, who is making its first appearance, aka AFI, and it's running Lumberry this week with Agility and 164 Jolly Nature. What that 164 does is allows us to outspeed Excadrill by 1 point, and with the Agility, it allows us to outspeed Excadrill under Sand. So we are running Agility, Close Combat, Double Edge, and Brave Bird. Brave Bird takes out Cough Egregious from half. Close Combat does half to Gigalith. Close Combat does about 3/4 to Snorlax from full. Double Edge, after Rocks, does take out Thundurus, and does take out Nihilego, I believe. So, that's where I'm running 252 in attack. The extra 4 go into defense and special defense, and of course 171 HP gives us that odd number, that special odd number that we wanted coming in on rocks. The only thing that I can't really do with this is set up on Sceptile, because a Dragon Pulse is going to OHKO us after rocks, which is a little bit unfortunate, so it is something I need to keep an eye on, but with the Lumberry we should be able to set up on Cough Egregious pretty easily. Moving on, Paris, aka Type of Finny, makes its return. Leftovers, Rain Dance, so that way I can neutralize the weather. Haze, in case anything wants to set up on me. Surf and Moonblast Surf with Rain Dance, even at the 4 special defense, or even at the 4 special attack, Modest, it will take out Excadrill and Gigalith. So that is a thing. With the 196 special defense, it does live I believe it does live a Sludge Wave from a Nihilego that isn't Specs. It is very defensive, so that way I can take a hit from Snorlax and get some leftovers recovery, maybe set up a Rain Dance in that case, and maybe set up maybe Haze it if it's cursed up a little bit. It's got a little bit of speed just because I had some extra EVs there, and I didn't want to waste all of them in HP, and of course the 44 in HP gives it 151, which of course is a theme, odd number for rocks. Moving on, we have our Utility Mon, which of course is Ferroseed, Eviolite with Iron Barbs, Stealth Rock, Leech Seed, Thunder Wave, Gyro Ball, same set as last week, same moveset as last week. It does have 108 HP, 28 attack. What that 28 attack does with the Gyro Ball, if he brings Nihilego, it OHKOs Nihilego that isn't defensive or speedy, or is max speed and no defense. So should he just decide to set up Stealth Rocks on me, he would die. So it does. It is an Impus nature, so we are going to be able to take fighting moves a little bit better, and get 252 in special defense to hopefully live an HP fire from about half from Sceptile. I know Nihilego with Specs does like 3/4 to it, or it does a decent chunk to it with Specs. With Scarf it only does about half. So and 4 in speed because it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter, because I actually did have someone, I don't know who asked me last week why I put 4 in speed. It's just an extra 4 EVs, and it literally does nothing. I could take it out right now, and it's still going to be at 15. So, all in all, just the extra 4 go there because I really don't have anywhere else to put it. And finally, our definite weird Pokemon of the week is Living Color the Necrozma, who is physical this week. It is Rock Polish, Swords Dance, Brick Break, Psycho Cut. Again, he has Cough Egregious, and he has Gigalith, and he has Snorlax. So those are three very, very big walls that I want to neutralize very well. What this set does is do that, because with at +2, Brick Break to a more specially defensive Snorlax OHKOs it. At +2 with the Fighting MZ to a defensive Gigalith, it does OHKO it. At +4, Psycho Cut does 3/4 to Cough Egregious, and even if he does decide to burn me, in that case, I would be able to still take it out, and I would be at +4, so anything else that comes in, if I already have rocks on the field, I should be able to OHKO it at that point anyway, especially with the high crit chance that Psycho Cut has. So we are running Adamant unfortunately, the only problem with this set is that I cannot outspeed Excadrill without getting up 2 Rock Polish / Tauntemize / whatever speed up move Necrozma wants to run that week. So I do need to set up 2 Rock Polishes, and I do need to set up 2 Swords Dances, so that is a lot of setup that I don't know if Kelly's going to give me, but with the Brick Break and the Psycho Cut, if everything goes according to plan, it should do its amount of work this week. Hopefully it does, and that is the team that we are bringing, guys. Kelly's links will be in the description for the video tomorrow. I don't usually put my opponent's descriptions in the videos down below for team builders, just because I'm not facing them. So I do apologize if that's a kind of a misleading thing. But if you guys do want me to do something else with the team builders, like put the opponent's team on the side, so that way you can see what I'm facing, please let me know in the comments down below. If you guys would like me to do, again, anything else, please leave a like and a comment down below. But until next time, guys, I am Sleeping Knight 77, and I am going to go to sleep. Good night.